All right, looks like I am live. Hello, everybody. I am madmegax381. Mad or Mads or Mad Mega. Any of those are fine. Nice and easy. Whatever. This is Mega Man 6. I think a little slightly different. I think than the last one we saw, which was a randomizer and a lot of moving parts. This is a much more straightforward run, though that we did meet the incentive for 100%. So we'll get started on that right away here. In 3, 2, 1, and go! All right, so this is Mega Man 6. This is one of my favorite games. This was actually one of the first games that I learned to speedrun a few years ago, and I just kind of fell in love with it. It was not a game that I played a ton as a kid. I played a lot of the other Mega Man titles as a kid, but this one I kind of it almost didn't really hit with me because it came out kind of late. In fact, fun facts about this game: this is one of the last 6 or 8 games ever released on the Nintendo Entertainment System in North America. In fact, it was such a strange release that it wasn't published by Capcom. Nintendo of America actually published it in the United States. For anybody that doesn't know, Nintendo... All right, I'll explain that in a second, but to finish my previous thought, Nintendo had a policy of developers were only allowed to publish 5 games in a year or something like that. And so then, Capcom not wanting to waste their last opportunities the year that this came out, we're just not going to publish this in the US. And Nintendo was like, no, Mega Man's a big seller. Please don't do that. So they published it themselves, which is neat. What happened there when I fell? If you looked and thought to yourself, it looks like he got kicked off the ledge there for no discernible reason. You are correct. That's a thing this game does. You can get sub-pixeled and it'll just kick you off a ledge for no reason whatsoever. It happens, but we learn to live with it. And in all honesty, I'm glad that's out of the way. It isn't the worst death in the world to take in this game because the respawns in Mega Man 6 are actually pretty favorable. There are a couple of places where you can die and it really only costs you like 2 or 3 seconds, which is really nice. That's one of the best places that you can actually fall in a pit. If you're gonna fall in a pit, let's say, that's as good a place as any in this game. So we're a little behind the 8 ball to start. But so this is 100% Mega Man 6. Typically, you'd see in any percent run of this. We upgraded to 100%, which I'm really happy everybody donated for to do. It's not a run I get to do often, so anytime I get to sit down and actually think about it and practice it, it's kind of nice. It's not tremendously different, but we get to spend significantly more time in our stages, and we also meet some characters that we would not see otherwise. And we get to see some art and some cool boss rooms that are also hidden. And we get a weapon we wouldn't normally unlock. So, there's a good bit of little odds and ends here. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that we also, if we get beat, why wouldn't we show beat? Oh, of course. Missed my jump there. So now we have to do this the slow way, unfortunately. This is far worse than the death in Windman, what just happened there. So I can tell you that there have been two whoopsies, but that's it's okay. We'll make it up. We're good. So this is Oil Man stage. The basic premise of Mega Man 6 is that there's all these different robots from all over the world that have shown up, and they are going to compete in a tournament, and then the most powerful robot will be crowned. That was all a ruse by the dastardly Mr. X, who has been pulling Dr. Wily's strings this whole time, and so Mr. X was going to take all these robots and use them to take over the world, which is why Mega Man is you know, doing his thing. He's saving the world as per usual. That's what Mega Man does. So this is Flame Man dealing with rooms filled with oil. That if you die, they can still be lit on fire. It's pretty neat. The strongest robots in the world. That's 2 of them out of the way. So here we get the Rush Power Adapter. The Rush Power Adapter is the first thing that we need to be able to do 100%. It's not going to come into play just yet, but we will need it. Oh, glad I looked there. Almost mismenued. Would have been sad. But here's Blizzard Man, which of course gives us the classic Mega Man ice physics, or at least the classic stage in a Mega Man game with ice physics, because you have to have one, you know? So we use it to our advantages at times if we can. Coming out of a slide, Mega Man will still move in the direction once he's stopped sliding, so we can use that to our advantage to keep moving and to trigger certain falls, etc., that make that allow for better deboost and that sort of thing. So this, and also we now have easily the best weapon in this game, this flame weapon that we get from Flame Man. It is incredibly overpowered and just melts most enemies. We're gonna take this super safe because we got hit there, and if things go well, you're supposed to be able to do that without ever having to stop. But unfortunately, when you take damage, that's pretty much out the window. And because that platform goes up and down, occasionally what you'll see is it'll eat some of your jumps. Well, that's not great. Missed a button. My mashing skills are a little slow. Seems turbo would have been very helpful there. Here's Blizzard Man. I'm honestly not sure, 100% sure how much damage getting hit by the snowflakes does. So there's a possibility that getting hit by one of these kills me. I honestly do not remember. So we're gonna try to not get hit. All right. We clutched it out. We're alive. We get Blizzard Attack. One of the reasons why I love Mega Man 6, right, is so I like the idea of boss order weakness kind of making sense, right? And so there are a couple in this game that actually are kind of logical, right? Like Blizzard Man, that's bad for our Plant Man here, which makes sense. You know, Blizzard's historically not the best for plants. Hey, cool, we got a 1-up. That's nice of them. So, I guess one of the things I should probably mention is one of the unique mechanics in Mega Man 6 is you'll see me sliding, but then you'll also see me kind of do these things sometimes where I will turn around or like something along those lines. The reason I'm doing that is that in Mega Man 6, unlike the 3 sliding Megas previous to this, 3, 4, and 5 on the NES, that you could press A when you were in a slide and you would jump right out of it. No problem. Well, they got rid of that in Mega Man 6. So if you want to jump when you're in a slide, what you have to do is you have to cancel that slide. So it means that some of the movement becomes a little different because you're trying to focus on, you know, well-timed slides in some cases, more so than necessarily the most optimal movement. And you find a lot more use of Raidens, for example, which is a unit of measurement that Mega Man runners will use to describe a length that is exactly the distance of one of Mega Man's slides. And we're gonna just go right through there, nice and easy. So that was one area I was scary about. We did some plant forms there. Those are like 6-frame jumps. They're not super duper scary, but I didn't get there. Oh, I did. Cool. Did only got 4, unfortunately, but if you get 5, you can shorten that fight significantly, but that's okay. Yeah, so just so yeah, a length of the length of a single slide is a Raiden. So any you know, distance of that size, you can slide on from one side of a platform to the other without falling off. Is how that's used. So now we get the Rush Jet adapter. So we've got both Raiden. We have both adapters that we need, and this is where our route changes. Our route change from any percent to 100% changes here. Not the boss order, believe it or not, which is kind of neat. But this is where we start to see some new and interesting faces that we might not see otherwise. So as per usual, we are switching to Flame. We spend a lot of time in Flame in this game because it is, like I said, it is super overpowered, which makes it awesome. We love it when weapons are overpowered because it makes it easier for us to beat the games faster with them, so that's always good. I was supposed to slide into him and shoot the second one. I did that backwards. That's okay. This is one of my favorite backgrounds in all of Classic Mega. That's just, oh, I think it's so pretty. Love it. Oh, missed my jump. It's one of my favorite jumps in the whole game. All you have to do is slide off and then do a full jump and you'll make it across that pit. And I didn't do either of those things correctly. Oh, that's sad. So we walk to this screen transition, and now we get this is where things get interesting. Well, not there, not when I get shot. That's boring. But so switch over here. We're gonna just inch over because I'm trying not to die. Everyone say hi to Proto Man. And say goodbye to Proto Man. It's our one and only visit of our big brother. What we just got is called the energy balancer. It's part of it's necessary for 100%, and it actually does kind of a useful thing in that now anytime I pick up energy, what it's going to do is it's going to use it to fill whatever of my weapon energies is lowest, which is a really nice feature to get, because we're going to use that to our advantage in some of the later castle stages, to just to make sure we have enough ammo. It's a little bit of it makes safety strats a little easier for a marathon, which I kind of like. So this is Tomahawk Man. He just absolutely belted me with a tomahawk. He's weak to plant. I really don't understand this one. This one, it does not follow the logic that I was talking about that I like, but that's okay. So we are 5 Robot Masters in, and we have now been to 2 of the special locations. So we get the Silver Tomahawk and the Beat B parts. So we've got Beat B parts. Okay. B parts. That's good. So you see that on the stage select screen, you can see the little Mega Man heads for the 1-ups, and then you see the beat letter. So that tells us that all these bottom levels now that we're going to, this is where we pick up the rest of our letters. Got a little tangled up in the wall. So one of the features of this game, because of how the slides work, what can sometimes happen is you'll get caught in a wall, actually. Not really in a wall, but if you slide into a wall and try to jump, it will occasionally just eat that input. It's something it's one of the reasons why a lot of times you'll try to cancel a slide right before you get to the wall to make that jump if you can help it. So, of course, that drop there always breaks my timing for this. So this is actually part of the any percent route, actually, because it's actually faster to go to this particular exit of Yamato Man. Hello. A button just refusing to function there. Could not get off the ladder. That's okay. So here's actually a really good boss to talk about. One of the cool features of how the boss AI is programmed is that most of the time the boss AI is programmed that it can only really do the same thing twice in a row. So if he spins this at me, I know that the next attack is a jump. I knew that he was going to jump because he'd shot two directly at me and hadn't jumped. So that's true of quite a few of the bosses, but the Yamato Man's easiest to read that way. Is, you know, he does two attacks of any kind of the same type. The next one's going to be different. So now we've got BE parts. Halfway to beat. So here we get Nightman, who's the master of the mace ball. So this is a cool section of the game because we kind of use some damage boosts and just the fact that you can't be crushed while you're being injured kind of thing to our advantage to get through that area there real quick. And the way that we go about this is that we're going to switch over to Jet, and that lets us skip some of this. In the olden days, we used to use Yamato. We used to switch to Yamato much earlier. Now we actually switch, like I said, to this Jet because it's just so much faster to go through some of those rooms when you can. When you can just basically fly and make them trivial. That's a nice nice cheat code. All right, so there's not a lot going on. If there's anything that should be plugged or talked about, I know that there's some awesome incentives that are coming up and some bid wars and such. I think I know that I saw a superliminal donation incentive to show off some glitches. I think that's rad. That's a cool game. Just my own 2 cents. So if there's anything like that, Tokyo, I'm not sure to talk about right now. Now is as good a time as any because we're just getting close to a boss here. It's not super interesting to talk about. We'll continue to work away here at Nightman here. Like I said, he's master of the mace ball. What we don't really want him to do much is jump, and he was pretty cooperative. Pretty cooperative. So we are 7 robot masters in, 3 beat parts down. We just need 1 more. Gotta get. So we got B, E, and A. And we got the Night Ball, but that's less important. So last one, Centaur Man. With ability unknown. How mysterious. Miracle Jump. That's a fun little jump there because if you don't know, water physics are always kind of weird in Mega Man games. But one of the fun features there is that sometimes it'll just force you into a high jump, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just how it works in that game. That wasn't quite as clean as I wanted, but I'm one of the few people that who runs this and does not switch to the mace ball very early in this stage historically. I've just always preferred to do these rooms buster if I can help it. And funny enough, it actually kind of is useful for 100% because it saves me a menu. Under normal circumstances in an any percent run, I'd only actually be switching to night around now. As that's the weakness for Centaur Man, but because we can't go straight to Centaur Man, we actually need at least one more swap. We need to switch over to the jet first to get there, so we can save ourselves a menu this way. Yep, a little too far away from the wall there, trying to get a little backwards deboost there. But yeah, that's literally all we had to do there was just that one switch, and now we get to see some extra. We get to see this, which I think this is one of the coolest boss rooms in the original 6 Mega Man games. This is such a cool looking boss background room. I'm a big fan. Whoops, did not mean to get tagged that second time. That's okay. Plenty of health. 8 robots down. Not too shabby. So now we get to the real bad guy, the real big deal, Mr. X. Mr. X this whole time. It's always been about Mr. X in this game. So we have to we're at our castles. We got some Mr. X time. Dr. Wily was just a pawn. We're not worried about Dr. Wily anymore. He's gone. We're at Mr. X. He's the real bad guy, the mastermind. Also, another one of the best backgrounds in original Mega Man, I think. Just incredibly awesome skyline in the background there. Super cool. You know, it's so weird. That's a trick that I almost never have trouble with, and all day today I haven't been able to get that where I could just mash through that little propeller gun, but that's okay. And break that window and meet some grasshoppers. That's a Mega Man 6 reference for anybody that maybe runs this game. It's one of the most. You don't see four Mega Man heads anywhere else except in this game like that. Oh, missed one. Couldn't get away from me.
I always thought the 4 heads was interesting. Is there any reason behind that, or did they just want to kind of change it up?
No, I think that it was. I like the idea that they just wanted to make sure that you didn't game over as much, or at the very least they gave you some help there. If you went through all the trouble of getting in through that window, because I remember as a kid like trying to do it instead of being logical and I can just set these up in a way that's convenient to jump around. No. I was trying to do the 30 frame jump back as a kid. It's like, well, you probably need these. Probably fell into a pit a lot. Another very, very minimal use of a power weapon, or jet. Just that's all you need it for right there, is just to be able to jet across that. And I gotta say, I love the The only thing, I love the music in the castle stages of this game. I just wish there was more to it. It's just one song, really, and that's it's so good that it should be more, you know? So here's one of the worst bosses in all of Classic Mega. The Wall Stomper. You never know what it's going to do. You know it's going to be annoying, but that's the only thing you know for sure about it. Hey, alright. Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
One thing I always thought was interesting in Mega Man is all of the bosses are just repurposed, like, tools. Like, they have a function in society.
Oh, absolutely. That was definitely...
What's the function of Wall Stopper Bot?
Yeah, it's just it's literally just there to make people upset and break things, I guess. I mean, it must be a destruction, like a demolition robot, maybe. But why's it got to be just pounding on the wall, like making noise? Is that necessary? Got to be the worst neighbor. Mr. X having this giant wall pounder thing, you know, like, oh, I wouldn't want to live next door to him. I'll just say that.
Maybe they're used to knock down buildings or something.
Exactly. Getting caught on walls again, as I said. So this stage actually relies really heavily on Jet, which makes it kind of neat. But it does have another a boss that until recently, honestly, I was not a fan of the boss of this stage. One Matongar Z, who we'll see soon. It's a great name. I don't think there's any argument there, right? Like, hi, this is Matongar Z. That's a cool name. That sounds pretty rad. But what? Just wait a second. Wait till you see this guy. Kind of silly. Punch, punch, punch. I love the little thing he comes flying in on. It's super adorable. And the Met. The Mets have lost. Alright, here it is. Mr. X himself. We finally get to stop all this madness. Alright, also shout-outs to that energy balancer that I mentioned earlier. We use that because I don't actually have to take a menu and specifically use it to power up the Silver Tomahawk, which will come in handy later. I used one too many there, which is unfortunate, but that's not the end of the world. This is without a doubt one of the most difficult stages in the game, and a lot of it has to do with, you can kind of make it as difficult or as easy as you want, depending upon how crazy you want to take some of your slide canceling, etc. You can really make this fast and scary, but we're gonna try to be a little cautious just cause. And forget I said that. It didn't happen. We're not safe. Dangerous. Unfortunately now, I'm gonna try to hold on to at least a little bit of my night ball now, because used quite a bit of it there, so should be okay from here. So we'll use it. That's okay. There are way worse places to die in this game than right there, which isn't too bad, because really more than anything I need the night ball for right there, because if you don't shoot that gun, there's like a 50-50 shot that it will decide to just fire a bullet in your face and knock you right into that pit, which is definitely not fun. So that's one of my favorite hits in this game, is that if you hit this ball thing, you can get it to bounce to the right or to the left, even though you've hit it from the left. You can get it to bounce to the left, even though you've hit it from the left. Unfortunately, one of the things that does happen in this game is anytime that there's a big moving item like this on screen, you can get a lot more of a situation where the game kind of eats your inputs. And unfortunately, what I got caught on was it ate an A press for me, and when it did that, it basically made it so that my timing was off. I didn't recover, which led to my death. But we're back. Fail D. Whoa, Dr. Wily? But it was Mr. X! So we're not done yet. Not done yet. Still have a little bit more castle to go through. You're still stuck with me a little bit longer. Yeah, the final battle, sure. The final-ish battle. Not even the final-ish battle, you know? It's like there are a whole bunch more after this. And this is another stage that we're gonna kind of heavily rely on Jet, at least at first, to get us through some of these areas, because what we can do is we can use it to slow our fall just enough to get here. Where, yeah, I think we're gonna call a friend of ours in. I think it's time that we call in our friend Beat. We got all the parts, right? So I feel like we should give Beat a call. See what he's up to. Just helping me out. And bye, Beat. Thanks for helping. Appreciate you. That was nice of Beat. Just drop by, say hello. Take out some bad guys for me. Oh, got another eat and jump. That's okay. Still out. Nice and easy. That's a weird boss for a speedrun for a lot of really strange technical reasons, but needless to say, the dragon is gone. Whew. Which is nice. Oh, a little fancy dancing there. Using some of that ice physics to my advantage. All right. This is another little shortcut that we can take. I never get that. I always get 3. I always miss one of those guns. You can kill those guns with well-placed shots with flame, but my shots are never that well placed. They're okay placed, I guess. Just not well enough. And make that look easy. Nice and easy little tank fight there. Super simple. Now we're reaching the end here. We're reaching the end here, which means I should probably, because I've basically just been a human wall of text since I started here. And I just want to say thank you to everybody at Power Up with Pride for both having me and for doing this wonderful event. I love any opportunity I have to be a part of it, and I really appreciate everybody both both for me being accepted, and then for everybody who donated to upgrade this to a 100% run. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. This is one of my favorite things that I get to do every so often is to get to participate in this marathon, and I really love it. And I love that I get to show off a game that I love for it. So just thank you to everybody, working behind the scenes, doing a great job. Doing marathons like this is no easy task. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, and they do a great job. This is one of the best run, easiest to participate in marathons, I have to say. I love doing it. So that's... I guess that's all my my heartfelt stuff for you. There, I can get back to just talking about the video game here, but I do mean it. Thank you to everybody for having me, and also for donating to upgrade this run. I really appreciate it. All right, third boss, third refight. Let's rock and roll. Enough of the mushy stuff, right? That's not why. That's not why why you come to this particular brand of speedrunner right here. That's not my forte. So let's keep going here. All right, this is fun. No, I don't think we've actually gotten to see Centaur Man's weapon yet. So this is a blink and you'll miss it. This is Centaur Flash. One of those wonderful the whole room weapons. You can use it. The only thing you gotta do, you gotta respect the iframes. That's what you gotta do, everybody. You gotta respect the iframes. Oh, got on the rebound. Looked like a trick shot. One more dance with Nightman. Maybe this one will jump a little more. Doesn't look like it. Already going straight for the throw-in. Oh, there he is. Now he's jumping. A little early on the slide there. All right, so nothing especially interesting here with Yamato, but the next fight against Plant Man again. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to confuse Plant Man's AI. And if I get it, what's gonna happen is I'm going to be able to get multiple hits on Plant Man, and if it works, he'll just run around the room a few times. Let's see what he does. Okay, perfect. That's the easier one to deal with. Got him 5, 6, and there's a 7th. And out the door he goes. All right, and so this is the final stage. We're coming up on the end here, everybody. This is the last stage. This is Dr. Wily. This is the last Dr. Wily on the NES that we will see. But stick around, because there's more Mega Man coming up right after this. We got Mr. The Blacktastic here, and he's got some Mega Man 1 on Genesis, which, let me tell you, is a super awesome run. Stick around for that. It's really, really cool. Big fan of that. So you know, if you love Mega Man, there's still more coming your way. Ooh, I wonder what I got there. I got either an E-tank or a 1-up. All right. Oh, missed one. I can miss 2. I missed 1. Time is coming up on the last hit of this round here, so I'll call it. It might take a few seconds because he's gonna pop in and out. Just take it safe. And time. There it is. Dr. Wily, finally behind bars. After all that time. thank you everybody for sticking around, watching with me. Thank you for donating for this. Thank you for donating to the Trevor Project. It is a wonderful, wonderful charity. Again, I really love everybody that has let me be that let me contribute to this to help out. It means a lot. Thank you. Continue to donate. Continue to watch. This stuff is awesome. I love it. I love being here, and I love hanging out with all of you. So, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna be done talking and let it. And again, just thank you, everybody. Love you all. Take care.